In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add feedback to released scores in Google Forms. This is a fantastic way of enhancing the way you use Google Forms for quizzes or assessments by making your feedback truly meaningful to those reviewing their scores. So, let's not waste any time and dive straight into the steps. First things first, you'll need to log in to your Google account and open Google Forms. You can do this by navigating to the Google Forms page. It's the hub where you'll manage all your forms and get started on editing or accessing responses to a particular form. Once you're in Google Forms, make sure that you have already created a form that collects quiz responses. Setting up your form as a quiz is crucial because it's the only way to associate scores with each question, which are necessary for adding feedback. With your form open, head over to the Responses section of your quiz. It's usually located at the top of the screen right next to Questions. Within the Responses section, you'll see several tabs. Click on the Summary tab. This is where you can view all the collected data and responses. But we're here for a specific task today, so let's move on to the next step. Look for the section that indicates the total score of the responses. There, you will see an option labeled Release Scores. Selecting this is what facilitates the distribution of scores back to the respondents. It's an essential feature if you want your respondents to see how they performed on your quiz or assessment. Click on Release Scores to proceed. Now, this is where the magic happens. You can begin adding personalized feedback. This step occurs right after you have clicked on Release Scores, and you'll have the chance to enter specific comments for each individual. You can either type in general feedback that everyone will see, or tailor it to address specific answers or overall performance for each person. Imagine the impact your words can have when providing not just a score, but also valuable insights or encouragement tailored to each respondent. It's important to remember that feedback makes scores more meaningful. By offering detailed and thoughtful feedback, you're not just giving back scores, but also helping those on the receiving end understand their strengths and areas where they might improve. It transforms a simple quiz result into a richer learning experience, adding depth and context that a raw score alone could never achieve. As you finish up with the feedback, ensure that you save your changes and confirm that the feedback will be included when the scores are released. Finally, once you're done, you can go ahead and send out those scores with your feedback included. And there you have it. By following these steps, you can effectively provide feedback along with released scores in Google Forms, turning your quizzes into powerful educational tools. If you found this helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more tips. Thanks for watching.